Charlotte, one of the other hats that you do wear is, again, more from the many list of other things that you do, is you're part of you're the trustee of a school as well.
Yes.
So some of the challenges of schools, I mean, it's not easy being a head of a school, particularly in terms of managing schools or part of the leadership of schools. A lot of sort of variables there, a lot of pressure there. So talk to us a little bit about some of those sort of challenges as well. Because you see it, at that sort of first-hand level, really being a trustee, a governor.
This was a interesting project, which again I didn't know how to say no to.
Yeah.
So there's a an employer actually. It's a textile company, clothing line called David Nieper, particularly big in Europe, and they had a school that was based next to their factory, which was the second worst failing school in the whole of Derbyshire.
Okay.
And they could see that it was having a real problem on them getting their future talent and their future workforce because of the place it was based, a place called Alfreton in Derbyshire. So the CEO had this idea that wouldn't it be great if a number of employers took over the school and actually made the school better.
Okay.
And that's how I ended up getting involved to support with the curriculum, what actually that should look like, how we make sure that those employability skills were built into the way the school worked and operated, as well as growing that academic achievement. That school is now oversubscribed. It has been oversubscribed for a few years, and we're now a grade 2 Ofsted, and we're very, very proud that our GCSE and A-level results are higher than the national average. And, some real simple things that allow to get that school to that, making people feel proud of where they went. People had never had a uniform before, but actually the employers invested in uniforms for young people. Suddenly they found they had an identity, actually, because of the area it was based in. That made a massive difference. People didn't feel they were being judged by their clothing because everyone was the same. Had a real impact. And then just that, having employers come in, people talk about different careers, actually giving somebody the opportunity to go to their workplace. We have people such as Beaumer and Kirkland, Denby, then the David Nieper business as well, JCB, all been involved, and actually just showing it's what you believe in yourself and where you want to get to that's going to allow you to get there. And that's given the young people in the school the drive to do better, and actually now proud to attend the school. And the majority have gone on to fantastic careers.
Fantastic. One of the things I sort of touched on, again, looking through your sort of profile and some of the things that you've been involved with, is that, you've had a big role in sort of curriculum development and designing curriculum and understanding, the impact of the curriculum has on learning as a whole. And, we're now in the phase where, AI, artificial intelligence, is a big part of our life. Awarding bodies are speaking about it, education institutions, as well as the workplace and how that's affecting that. So, if you're able to share some thoughts in terms of some of the changes that are happening, particularly in terms of curriculum design, keeping fit for purpose, qualifications that are more useful as well in terms of making impact and making the difference, because we're all about making that difference, not qualification for the sake of it. So just generally around your views on that.
So a number of things. Whether we like it or not, AI is here to stay, and it's something that clearly we have to be aware of some of the pitfalls. And I say that as an examination board where, plagiarism could go through the absolute roof. But actually the positives that we can take from it, it's here to stay. We're actually working with a third party to develop a AI qualification at the moment to support businesses with how they actually maximise the use of it and how they upskill their workforce to utilise it. But I just think quite often we get scared of technology, we get scared of change, where we should be saying, actually, look at the opportunities this creates. Now, I certainly don't want to be saying, okay, my development team, you'll no longer have a purpose. But if anything can give them a helping hand to ensure that a curriculum development isn't going to take 9 months and it can actually be done in 9 days, surely that's a positive. We still need human intervention to make sure that's right, appropriate, fit for purpose, particularly for the audience we're trying to serve. But why wouldn't we embrace that technology and use that helping hand if it's there for us?
Canny Conversation Podcast Series 5 by Safaraz Ali.